to hear. We swear the best star rappers of the year. So, cheery up, yell, scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Greetings, Big Easy Fantasy Football League. Welcome back to the Doug and Doug Show, Week 7. I am your host, Doug, the original Doug, and this here, Rascal, is my co-host,
Doug.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, this week's forecast came with warnings, evacuations, and a few careers buried in the rubble. The league got hit with every kind of weather you can imagine. Blizzards, floods, lightning strikes, and heartbreak. This is a weather report. This is the Weather Channel, man, and we're going live right now from every site that you can see. DB3, tell them what it's all about, man.
Oh, man, it was ugly. You know, folks out here slipping on stats, drowning in turnovers, and looking for FEMA in the waiver wire. I ain't seen this much destruction since I left the grill out in the thunderstorm. Now, let's not waste any time, Pops. You know, we starting off with the biggest, well, maybe one of the biggest storms of the week, where two quarterbacks clash like storm fronts on one team. It really got completely washed away, I would say.
Hey, buckle up, baby. It's time for our first forecast, the hurricane warning. Get your own switch versus Benson backbreakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, folks, this one was personal. I mean, kind of history repeating itself like deja vu in a monsoon. Caleb Williams was kind of versus Spencer Rattler, right? And I don't know if y'all remember that story, but Caleb took Rattler's job back at Oklahoma. Then he won a Heisman, sent him packing. So when fate lined them up again this week in fantasy and in real life, you would think Rattler would be out for revenge, but instead he played like he forgot the playbook in the rain. 3 interceptions, a fumble, but he somehow still outscored Caleb in fantasy. So I guess he won this one, and I don't know how to make it make sense.
You know what, man? I ain't never seen two quarterbacks fight over who could play worse. That's like two people running, trying to catch a bus, racing to the bus, but they miss it. And that's what the goal is. Who can miss the bus? Caleb had 2 points.
Yeah,
two.
Like 2 points.
Wait. Two. He had 2 points. Am I right?
Yeah.
Man, I've seen more production from a broken vending machine.
Yeah, man. Here's a kicker, Pop. Even with Caleb Williams and giving Benson backbreakers really absolutely nothing, Benson still dropped 127 points. Jonathan Taylor looked like he was running through puddles with purpose. Amon-Ra lit up like lightning, and he had what's that boy name? Jackson Smith and Jigba that you see up right there. That man was thunder in cleats. It was like it was Hurricane Benson.
Man, yeah, he dropped 126 points like a fat lady drop a fart on a wooden pew in church when they having a moment of silence. Look here, this is a full-blown natural disaster. Switch didn't just lose, they got evacuated. They pulled the buses up. It was boats out there. It was helicopters. Come on, get in.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Speaking of storms, you know, our next matchup, it was kind of electric. You know, we're talking lightning in the sky, thunder in the group chat, and two teams swinging like Zeus and Poseidon themselves. Let's check out Seminole G and the house. A thunderstorm showdown.
Baby. Yeah, thunderstorm alert. Seminole G versus the house.
Yeah, man. Now, this one right here, Pops, this was the Monday Night Miracle.
Just like last week. Go ahead.
Exactly. No, man, Seminole G went into Monday down about 30 points. And most folks had already sent, you know, thoughts and prayers on his way. But, you know, maybe even a candlelight vigil for the season. You know what I'm saying? But Jahmyr Gibbs said, nah, play. I got this. He came through. He became the weather event. 2 touchdowns, over 200 all-purpose yards, and he single-handedly turned a 30-point deficit into a fantasy thunderclap heard around the league.
Man, he did that to me with Drake London, man. He was down 37 points. But look here, forget about that. That Gibbs boy, that joker was running, man, like a runaway slave, man, trying to catch a watermelon, man. He heard rent was due and the landlord was coming, and he was not about to get caught. Tampa Bay's defense, man, they looked like they was trying to tackle a hologram. I mean, they were like, who? I mean, the man had lightning in his shoes, man.
Yeah, lightning.
Lightning.
You do have to give the house, you know, their due as well. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown came to remind everybody that the Philly passing game ain't dead. It was just stretching. Both of them got over 30 points. Both looked like they was plugged into the same power outlet. The house brought thunder, no question.
Well, you know, Hurts and AJ had that connection buzzing like jumper cables in the rain, man. But Seminole G, man, he had the full on electric grid like what's that character name in the Spider-Man movie, man, that control electricity? What's his name? Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
oh, yeah.
Electro? Somebody?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't
That was
remember. I don't
Seminole G.
remember. Dang.
Herbert,
Yeah.
Herbert, 38 points. Right, Rice caught thunder. Even the Panthers' defense flashed in like lightning on a dark night. Speaking of dark night, thinking about being Batman on Halloween. That's a whole nother thing, though. Keep it rolling.
I think it was Electro. It was Electro.
Yeah.
That was the dude's
Electro.
name. Electro, yeah, man. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of the power outages, our next matchup got stuck right in the fog. No thunder, no lightning, just kind of gray skies and bad decisions. Let's take a look at what's next versus 0-16
Man,
did.
look,
Now what
this got to be the funniest matchup of the week. But go ahead. Go ahead.
no man, it's a cloudy with a chance of L's, you feel me? Now uh Pops, after all that thunder and lightning, this matchup looked like it forgot what excitement even was. Just clouds, drizzle, two teams trying to find the sun. Still, what's next managed to stumble out of the fog with a win.
Yeah, this one felt like watching two folks argue over who left the door open, man, while the rain was pouring in. But I will give credit where credit is due. CD Lamb finally came back from vacation. However, that boy showed up with 25 points and a smile, man. And he said, don't forget about the lamb. Don't forget about the lamb.
Yeah, man, exactly. 25 points, clean routes. He had some big catches and much needed spark for what's next. But Drake May's playing like a man possessed. That boy doing good. That's pretty good quarterback in that Patriots jersey right there. Chipped in 27, but the story on the other side, it was really all about the missed opportunity. Saquon Barkley only had 5 points for 0-16. He led me all the way to the playoffs last year, and he has been subpar. So that Philly passing explosion that we just had talked about earlier, it wiped out Saquon's ground game.
Man, look, I was trying to, just side note, I was trying to trade for Saquon just yesterday, and 0-16 wasn't having it. But look, I mean, I'm trying to help him because Saquon out there jogging, man, like he trying to save gas, like he want to go buy an electric car or something. If he would have just done his usual 15, 20-point thing, 0-16, might have snuck out a win and finally seen a little bit more sunlight, you know?
Yeah, man. But instead it was all gray skies all the way down. Got the L. Final score was what's next with 109 and 0-16 with another cloudy L. What do you have about 80 something? 96. Okay, 96. And until further notice, the team's forecast still calls for overcast and heartbreak.
Hey, man, listen. While those two were stuck under the clouds, man, the next matchup was all about what? Redemption. Oh, redemption. One team trying to climb out the storm, the other one fighting to prove that they still belong. Let's check in on NU4G, also known as Not Up for Games, versus Redemption, the Bob Marley team. All right?
All right, man. So this matchup right here, Pops, was kind of like a light sprinkle. Not enough to cancel the game, but definitely enough to run. Well, I would say like more so ruin your shoes, right? Not Up for Games came in steady, less steady, nothing real flashy. Just
Very
workman-like
basic.
fantasy football.
Very
Yeah,
basic.
Jaden Daniels tossed 18. Chris Olave had 26 points.
Basic.
Devontae Williams chipped in with 23.
Basic.
Trio handled business while everybody, just kind of stayed dry.
Basic. Yeah. Yeah, man. Look, this is one of them great days, right? Where you get ready to wash your ride and you go, yeah, it's gonna rain. I ain't gonna wash the car. It's gonna be all right. Redeem team, man, they showed up hoping for a miracle, praying for the rain, Got hit with the drizzle. Baker had what? 12. DK had 8. And here's what's funny. I went to Redeem team. I said, nephew, look here. I got CJ Stroud, man. I can help you out with this, man. Come on, take CJ Stroud. Everybody laughed. He said, man, I got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, he the bomb. Is 12 a bomb? Man, 12 is like a broken bomb. But anyway, I have digressed. Because the only thing that this boy Laporta caught last night was, or not last night, this past weekend, disappointment.
Yeah, man. It was really a total flood, but it wasn't really close either. Redeem Team only put up 69 points. You know, the wild thing is the only team that he would have beaten this week was me. So,
Ooh.
so
You know, I'm glad you can laugh at yourself, man, because your performance is piss poor.
you gotta let off
Now
people
look,
cry, you feel
now
me?
look at all of this. Speaking of storms brewing, let's go to the city where storms reign supreme, the great city of Chicago. Wind gusts hitting 40 miles an hour, man, on the downside, 140 miles an hour on the upside. Chicago Dog Pound versus Team Skegee. It's about to get cold out here. It ain't about to get warm. It ain't getting hot in here and take off all your clothes. It's about to get cold out here. So put on a jacket.
There we go, man. Like welcome to Soldier Field. You know, where the snow don't fall, it attacks. You know what I'm
Like
saying? The
that.
Chicago Dog Pound turned this week into a full-on fantasy blizzard, freezing Team
See,
Skegee right where they stood. Points were so ice cold, but the Dog Pound, yeah, man, look, they had the heat on full blast, player.
well, this is what I like to bring Rich Pryor. Rich Pryor said, man, you damn right. That's right. That's right. Ain't nothing warm about Chicago weather, baby. We built for the cold. While we're out there shivering and dropping passes, my dog pound was out there running heaters. Christian who? McCaffrey, also known as CMC. That boy had like, I don't know, 44. And let me tell you about a man named Mudbone, because Richard Pryor from Peoria, Illinois. But all I can say is, you made a good run at it, Stick Buddy. I ain't mad at you, man. Give you applause there. Got your ass tore up. Excuse me. Sounds like I can help.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. You know, McCaffrey went full snowplow mode, man. He was cleaning everything in his path. Oh, what was that? Sunday night football? He got up in them Falcons. Mullins know about that. Aaron Rodgers, he had 30 points in that win. Man, that veteran, that right there, that's veteran grit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, another veteran, came through like the sun peeking out after a whiteout. 31.9 points. Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins, baby. Vodka in his shoes, man. Look at, I told him when the snow starts falling, the dog pound starts barking. Dak tried to hold things down for Skegee with what, 28? I give him that, man. I spot you 28. But after that, what'd he get? That offense froze over, man, like Lake Michigan in February. What that boy name is? Janky? Janky? Frostbitten. Quentin Johnson slipping. Montgomery, what that boy name is? He used to play for the Bears. Nowhere to be found. You know what? He's stuck on the damn ride, man. He's still trying to get to the game right now.
Man, look, the final score, 126-96.
Ooh, it hurts just to see that, man.
Yeah, Chicago Dog Pound pretty much buried Skegee under 2 feet of stats and left them searching for their mitts. This one wasn't a game. It was a snow emergency.
Somebody better call Streets and Sanitation because the Dog Pound just laid down a snowstorm on the block, baby. Next time Skegee show up, tell them bring salt, change, and a prayer.
Yeah, all right. And while the snow is still falling at Soldier Field, somewhere else, the tides are rising. Up next, No Smoke and Pineapple Express. Time to grab a surfboard because it's a tsunami alert.
Yeah,
Danny Tsunami.
Did you figure out the Pineapple Express?
Yes, Pineapple Express is a type of extracurricular activity. It's a strain of extracurricular activity.
Oh, so it really is.
It's medicinal in places. Oh yeah,
okay,
1,000%.
Okay.
So that's why he got the No Smoke from it. And see, this is the movie Pineapple Express is also with Seth Rogen and Danny McBride and James Franco. And you know what they say? I thought hurricane season was over. That's that movie right there. And that's also called Pineapple
That's
Express.
why I don't know.
That's what Mullins was doing. Yeah, Mullins was going all deep into the little, thing right
sometimes
there.
Mullins, you go too deep. Man. I'm just gonna say that you're gonna go too deep sometimes. Man. You need get it to where the old people can see it too.
Yeah, see, hey, this one had really all the makings of a comeback wave. Pineapple Express kind of went into Monday night down, but he was still within striking distance. He needed about 21 points. About 21 points to win. From Jameson Williams and Jake Elliott. Well, Jake Elliott had already played. Really, from Jameson Williams on Monday night. And look, man, that's not impossible.
He wasn't gonna get that, man. Not the way his team was performing. But I mean, I hear you.
Yeah, you keep giving it to Jahmyr Gibbs. You got to. And Montgomery, like he's had it before, but he had not one target, not one catch, 0 points. Mullins went into Monday night at 85.24 and came out of Monday night at 85.24. It was a drought, man.
A drop, man. Boy, that was a Sahara Desert out there, man. I ain't never seen a fantasy surfer drown in 0 points, man. Like this dude did. Jameson, he must have forgot the game was on, man. And Jake Elliott, bro, that kicker must have left his cleats at the crib.
Yeah, man. He had 21 points that he needed. They were projected 21 points between the two of them. They both ended up with 0. So they would just would have got what they were projected. Mullins would have won very, very slightly.
Sound like
But, you know,
sound like they broke the 10 crack commandments, man, and they was getting high off their own
off
supply.
their own supply. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, the
yeah,
Patriots
yeah.
defense is his top scorer. They had a 20-point game. That was his top score. You know, and Mr. Scatterboo, you know, not out here doing all right. But anyway, it wasn't enough to keep him afloat, even with the Patriots D getting 20 points.
Man, Mullins was out there, man. The Coast Guard's throwing him a rope. He out there paddling. He got one paddle on a big old boat, paddling hard, going in circles. And should have called Joe Flacco, man. You know, you got to know when to bring that veteran in, man, to do his due, right? Even though I talk about Joe Flacco, I talk about Aaron Rodgers. But we need them cats, man. 34 points on the bench. Just chilling like, could have had me. Could have had me.
Yeah, and Penix only had like 18, so that would at least got him closer to still would have lost, but that would have got him
Every
closer.
time somebody say Penix, man,
yeah,
know.
I know. That sucks for him. Yeah, he must have got picked on real bad.
A lot.
No, and then the worst part is you see now his thing is the do-rag, right? He always got a do-rag on. So
Yeah.
either you got crazy waves or his shit is messed up. So
Yeah,
you got a messed up hairline and your name is Penix, and you losing. Yeah, they don't all add up, man. But anyway, no smoke. He stayed real well through the waves. Daniel Jones, as you can see here, he had 26 points, and he's been playing well. Jake Ferguson caught lightning at the tight end position, almost 22. And then Brandon Aubrey, the kicker for the Cowboys, dropped 20 points as well. So no smoke. I guess his Cowboys did come through for him. It was kind of consistency in the storm.
Yeah, the rule is sorry teams have good kickers because they get used a lot. Did I say that out loud? I did. But anyway, Pineapple Express was sinking. No smoke cruise by on the yacht with snacks and a dry towel. Final score 105-85. Mullins, you had hope on Monday night. Then you got hit with a tidal wave of what? Zeros.
Yeah, and as that tide kind of finally settled, we're heading on back to land, where it's kind of humid and a little messy. Up next is the Get Fresh crew versus Show Me TDs. A forecast so wild. It's really every natural disaster rolled up into one.
I'm gonna agree with you on that, man.
Yeah. So you know what, man? Let's just call it what it was. A disaster, like I just said, a full-scale FEMA-level emergency.
Man, this
host Dogg. This host Dogg right here is here to talk about it. Owner of the Get Fresh crew, yeah, he can't show his face in public right now. You know what I'm saying? That's like, look, you see this host Dogg. I ain't even got my hat. This host Dogg right here.
Look
what I'm saying?
Boy, I told you when it rains, it pours, and you sitting in the hurricane with no what? Umbrella. That team of yours got hit with every natural disaster known to man. I'm talking earthquake, tsunami, wildfire, plague of locusts, frogs, butter beans, beetles, everything. Man, they do everything. Was that an octopus? That was an octopus out there, right?
It was an octopus, man. I mean, seriously. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, boom. They both combined for 62.7 points on Thursday night. You see my total, right? They got that on Thursday night. Before my weekend even started, I was mathematically eliminated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Brickhouse gave it a win in the chat. What? 2 days before the damn thing was over, man. Yeah, I looked at the scoreboard and said, what am I supposed to do? I had to pull an old Jesse. What am I supposed to do?
What I should do now? What I should do?
What
I should do? You're supposed to pray. Pray and start cleaning up the debris. Mahomes out there playing target practice with the Raiders, putting up 32. Then the Browns defense dropped a cool 26 like ain't nothing to it. That ain't fantasy football, son. That's a demolition crew.
Yeah, man. You know what the best part about all this was? Chase Brown, my first draft pick, who's been useless all year, finally decided to show up on my bench with 17 points. TJ Hawkinson on my bench finally showed up. Oh, and you know that Philly passing game? Yeah, Devontae Smith had 36 points. Also sitting his ass on my bench. But you know what's crazy? Add up my whole bench, my starters, water boys, everybody, and it wouldn't have mattered. I still would have lost to just her starters.
Man, you could put everybody in and you got your ass tore up, man. But look, here's the deal. All your folks was on vacay, man. They was using their PTO. They in a use or lose scenario, and they were like, man, we got to use our vacation time. So they was on the field on vacation, or we call it a quiet resignation, or being sick at work. Whatever it was, man, you got toasted.
Yeah, man. Show me TDs went off. Look, credit where credit is due. 143 to damn 63. Golly. I did not just lose. Man, I got evacuated.
Evacuated? Boy, you got relocated. FEMA texted me and said, tell your son we set up a shelter for his fantasy roster. You lucky they ain't put your ass on the Weather Channel, boy.
Oh, man, look, I'm just bad at fantasy football this year, man. Ain't really no spinning it. Get Fresh Crew is in shambles. The host, Doug, might still be standing, but the owner, Doug, he's buried up under the rubble somewhere.
Hey, man, I hear you. I hear you saying this year, but from what I've been seeing, it's been looking more regular than not, son.
No. I've been in the playoffs.
Just make sure you check the forecast next time and bring an umbrella.
All right, man. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad that's over. Congratulations, Show Me TD. You should have talked all the trash in the world. Please give us the weekend.
Wait. I'm seeing something. I see Skegee and Get Fresh Crew. Last year's champion and this year's chump. Oh, champion wins. Dog Pound. Get your own switch. Oh, get your own switch. Sorry, son. You got to be 5 feet tall to get on this ride. You lose. Chicago Dog Pound wins. Okay. Seminole G and no smoke. Oh, Seminole G and no smoke. No smoke. You didn't beat a person already in the fifth quarter of the game, man, on Monday night. But Seminole G is a master at this. Seminole G for the win. Lock that in.
Oh, Doug, lock of the week. Seminole G over no smoke.
Thank you. I didn't hear the cha-ching, but that's okay. I was listening for it. Cha-ching. Let me hear it one more time.
I ain't got the cha-ching.
Oh, you don't have the cha-ching now?
I ain't got the cha-ching.
Okay. Hold on. So that might break my lock, man. Hold on. I'm looking what I got. I got the house. Wait a minute. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing a toilet. I'm seeing the house with his face in the toilet. I'm seeing a foot up the house ass. It's got a heel on it. Oh, wait. That's Show Me TDs. Show Me TDs for the win this week. Okay. 0-16. 0-16. And is it Pineapple Express or did he change his name again? Who knows? The guy in the Witness Protection Program. I'm going to give it to the Witness Protection Program because nobody knows who he is. He going to come out swinging like an octopus. Okay, Not Up for Games.
Like an octopus.
Not Up for Games, Benson Backbreakers. It seems like Not Up for Games is playing tennis because she makes you slow your game up to her pace. And then she beats you the way you don't want to be beat with a pillow. Not Up for Games for the win. Sorry, Benson Backbreakers. No back cracking today. All right, now, the last one is What's Next and Redeem Team. Now, I'm going to say this, right? And I don't want y'all to get mad at me, but this is probably going to be the least interesting match of the week. Okay? And for the first time in fantasy football history, I'm going to declare this one a tie. It's going to be so sorry.
What?
A tie.
All right. We got a tie. Wow. Declaring a tie. It's happened. It's possible. It is statistically possible. But, man, that would be very rare.
I'm just saying. And I don't even know what the scores are from Thursday night. So
we on a blind look here. But okay, cool. Thank you for the rundown. Let's kind of close everything out with, really, let's just wrap up the fantasy forecast, I should say, I guess, the storm clouds are over to Get Fresh Crew, and it don't look like they're clearing up anytime soon. I've already circled my number 1 draft pick for next year's rebuild season, but don't get it twisted. I ain't never going to tank. It's just getting hard not to take these ass whoopings that I'm getting on a weekly basis personal. You know what I'm saying? So I know people just out to, now it's like, I damn sure can't lose to him. So it's going to be hard. You know, it's gonna be hard for me to do this. They're gonna bring their A game because they don't want to lose to the new HU Bison, apparently.
Yeah, you might need to change your name to HU Bison. That's a thought, man. Maybe you need to hit it with the anti. But look here.
Man.
Meanwhile, while we're looking at the dog pound, forecast is looking sunny, man. Lamar Jackson is back. That's why I was doing all that moving people around the other day, man. Had to get CJ Stroud out of my lineup, but I had to get something for him. You understand what I'm saying? I could have dropped him in waivers, but that's a free pickup for somebody. I need to get somebody, and I got Lamar Jackson out of IR, and I got Mark Andrews in the lineup. Now, I'm expecting Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to show up and show out in Soldier Field. I'm just hoping and praying that the Bears win by 1. That's all. That's all I want. All right?
There we go. Yeah, man. I hear you. Well, I appreciate you, man, for walking with us through this week 7 recap here. We do have a little bit of, I want to say, Germany going on. Let me double check. Yeah, I think we're on Germany time here for the next week. Yeah, Minnesota and Los Angeles. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the Thursday night game. My bad. Yes, we do have. Oh, no, sorry. That's next week. All right, cool. Everybody, we all good. Everything's the same. Monday night is Kansas City, Washington. Your buys, I ain't going to tell y'all the bye weeks. Look at your damn lineups. All right, man. You got anything you want to say before we close out?
I'm shooting deuces. That's what I do. Pop, pop, pop.